Oh, okay, you're evolving. Cool, I guess. Already got an evolution on the way. Where are we going? Oh, well, that's really disappointing. We actually had a cool form, and immediately you have evolved into disappointment. Now I understand how my parents feel. Oh, I didn't even see those behind the boxes. The copper or rose gold frying pan. And why would you go for black and gold and then black and like rose gold here? No, no. Why would you do that? That is the worst decision. At least stick, if you're gonna have a crap aesthetic, at least stick with it. At least be consistent. Love it. What? What? The power of friendship. Like, oh my gosh. Why would you do that? This game is so dumb.
Everyone, thank you.
Now what? Like, are they just gone? Do they come back? Why would they come back? Like, that has not been explained at all. Oh god. Okay. Things everywhere. Don't know what I'm doing. Kaboomerang, help me. Please.
That's too easy.
Please tell me.
Oh, what to do?
Quit the game.
I love her.
All right. Have it your way then.
Please step on me. Wait, what?
Hear this, but I think I can live with it.
And do we get the visual? Do we get the visual? Do we get the visual? And there it is. 1 minute. There it is. Yes. Yes. So, this is not me trying to stereotype. This is actually from Australia. My great aunt used to live in Australia, and so gave me this on one of her trips back. So on his chest, she has the word Australia with the flag embroidered on its chest because, I guess, animal cruelty. Do not ding dong bing bomb me now. No! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was right there. I was 3 steps away. I think it should be in the kitchen. The Wi-Fi whales! Everything must change. Wi-Fi, the guardians of Wi-Fi must be put into place. Oh, that don't look good. You look a little bit dead.
They'll kill my son.
He has a son. Are we the father?
Wait, your son?
Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SBO. Give 'em heck! And if you need any meat chopped, say the word. I don't want any meat chopped by you ever, Vector. Please never chop any meat of mine.
I probably just have to delete some files, and then he'll be all set.
Oh, I love her. Oh, I love her. She's so cute.
It has our bus tickets in it, and
Oh no, I'm really torn because we need that bus ticket. Oh gosh, what do I do? I haven't got time. Oh, I'm gonna keep it.
No.
No.
Sorry.
what are we gonna do? We can't stay here.
Oh, I feel like such an awful human.
We have to find a safe place for Oliver.
I'm so sorry, honey. I don't know what happened. They were right here in my bag.
You're humans though, you'll be fine. I am nearly dead. Ah! I'm knocking everything off, I got too excited. Didn't break anything. It's fine. Yay! Yay! we okay? Is it working? Chat broke. Okay, chat is back on working. Hopefully we're okay. I don't know what happened there. I pressed the button to try and start stream, and it all fell apart. Everything decided to break. I'm so sorry. But it seems to be working. So just like that, we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. It is good to have you with us on this wonderful Tuesday evening. I hope you're having a good day. Good start to your week. All that good stuff. Today, we are jumping into the much anticipated Dredge DLC. Oh, the PlayStation's going to have a funny 5 minutes. Everything is just having fun today. There we go. The Pale Reach is the name of the DLC. And I'm excited. This game is obviously nominated for many games at the Game Awards this year, so I figured it'll be a good time to jump back into it with the Game Awards being Thursday and see what it has to offer. I'm also aware there is you'll remember there was a workshop that was locked that we couldn't get into. There is a key I can buy. Obviously, it's like a microtransaction. I can spend like £4 and buy a key. We'll see if we bother with that or not. We'll see if that works or if that's worth it. But we'll first jump into this update. Sorry if I keep messing about with my teeth as well. I chipped a tooth. Like, I had some chipped teeth. I had some filling put in. The filling has now come off. And so I've got these very rough, sharp edges to my teeth right now. So if you see me fiddling with my teeth, that's why. It just feels so strange. So apologies there. Hope you're having a better day than I'm having. Tech issues and all of that is just all going over the place. But let us jump into chat and see who is with us today. We've got many, many people I see in chat. Akira, Ghostly, Steffi, hello. Film Fanatic, Zuzu Loves, Winged Leviathan, Sarah, Mystic, Rune, Bunny, hello, hello. Dylan, good to have you back, friend. Thanks so much for tuning in. Johnny Ray, hi, 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 hi. Who else do we have? Allison, hi, hi, hi. Captain Sight, good to have you. Zekron, great to have you with us. Essex Boy, welcome, welcome, welcome. GT Live and Toothless, good to have you both with us. Thank you so much. It is great to have you all, and like that, I've caught up. And Zekron, you were in Hawaii. I mean, I'm in Hawaii, so my week's going to be an all-time high. That's great to hear. I hope you're having a great time. Which island are you on? If you don't mind sharing, obviously. Don't have to share. I'm just fascinated. I went to the Big Island. That's the one that I know and really, really fell in love with. But I'd love to go back and try some of the other islands as well. But I'm surprised you're able to stream. The internet when I was out there was awful. I guess you're not trying to stream. You're just watching a stream, so it's probably okay. Oh, Kauai. That's amazing. That's the really nature-filled one, right? Which is so nice, I hear. And so fun. It was what I liked about the Big Island is it felt like a real hybrid. Like, it's basically split down the middle. We were on the nature side, on the Hilo side. And then you got the Kona side, which is the more touristy side. Whereas places like Maui are much more touristy just in general. And Kauai is like full-on nature. But I hope you're having the most amazing time. That's great. But, sorry. Let's jump into this, shall we, and see what this has to offer and what it's telling us. And remember our controls and remember what the heck we were doing. The Lone Pianist, hello! Great to have you. I've forgotten all my voices, by the way. Vision mode now. I've forgotten. I've entirely forgotten. Oh, Prospector. Have you run into the photographer on the travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggested she take some pictures of the town. For promotional purposes, she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Where did he just say she was? How's our fishmonger friend? Nice big boat. Dry dock, we are like fully upgraded there, which is good. Shipwright. Oh yeah, this is where we... have all the stuff we can buy, but I think we're good on that front. Hello, Pikachu Go Kai as well. Good to have you, friend. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just trying to remember all of our mechanics here. Oh, you're a weird one as well. Lovely. Dock worker. Where did he say she was? We're so much faster now. But I've totally forgotten what it said I had to do. A wider region. Stella Bassim. Oh no, that's just a place. I thought that might be. No, nothing from you. Oh, we got some books we can get reading. It's good. So this takes us before the whole thing with this dude, right? I'm pretty certain. This guy. So this is where the workshop is closed. Yeah, it's locked. So that's where you can buy the key for. I do not know where I'm supposed to go. He said about going south, right? That's controls. There's that map. I have to like go back and reread what he said then, because I completely forgot what has been said. I should really have sorted this. It's fine. It'll work. Yeah, so she was heading south. Okay. She was heading south, so I guess we have to go south and find her. There you go. Yeah, come on, PlayStation. There you go. So yeah, let's head. What time of day is it? Yeah, we got time. Which way is south? This way is south. Weehaw! Boosting, baby, using our dark evil powers. Hello. Hi. Hi, Steffi. That was a big whale. What happens at night at night? Bad things happen. That is basically all I know. Bad things happen at night. Ah, there she is. Can you do a brief recap? And I'm still planning to do a charity stream. Brief recap. Charity stream, maybe. It takes a lot of planning to do a charity stream. I want to do one. I just have to have time to think about it. I do want to. Yes. The answer is yes, I do want to. At this point, it is unlikely to be before the end of the year, just given timing. Things just kind of got away with me and things got really, really busy. But maybe I'm going to set one up just before Christmas. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I'm figuring it out, basically. Recap of the game. Basically, we've been picking up notes about a couple that got lost at sea. She, I think, died. Again, I'm trying to remember what the story is. I think she died or got lost at sea. He was devastated, and so he invested in, like, the dark arts, essentially, to try and bring her back to life. At night, evil Cthulhu-like ethereal beings come out of the shadows and try to kill you / eat you and destroy your boat. And there's a lot of like weird deformities of fish that are about. So like one of the fish we caught earlier was like a deformed fish. Why they're deformed fish? Not entirely sure. Again, it seems to be linked to like the dark magic and stuff that's going on. But, and like there are some science experiments going on, I think. There's a weird Cthulhu monster down south or in the east, I think. So yeah, it's some weird stuff like that. Hello, sorry. Would you step out of the way for just a moment? You're in my shot. You move to the side. A few seconds later, the photographer sighs in exasperation and mutters to herself. No, this simply won't do. What's the matter? The angle of this lens is all wrong. I'll never get a close-up shot of anything like this, and the others, I fear they were lost overboard. She sighs again and looks off to the west. I was sailing from Stella Bassim, you see, squeezing my boat through the narrow gaps between two islands, and then I crashed into some coral. I thought I heard something in the water behind me, so I dared not stop. If you were able to retrieve the lenses for me... Let me see. She rummages through what few belongings to survive the trip. I have a spare camera here that I won't need. You're welcome to it, if you can find those lenses. I'll mark it on your map. Great! Mission accepted. Oh, it's not even that far. It's just here. Yeehaw! Hello, Swiftly from France. Good to have you, friend. Thanks so much for tuning in. Start dredging, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember what the buttons are now. And I remember you have to be careful because obviously fishing takes time. Goblet, right? Because now it's getting late, so I should probably head back to her. It is getting late. And so the evil eldritch horrors are going to start appearing. You can see how foggy it's getting. There it is. There's something over there. We're getting out of here. Sleep. Sleep. There we go. There we are. We cleared the evil things that were around. Sleepers for the week. Is it, film fanatics? If you were being chased by an eldritch horror that only came for you at night, would sleep still be for the weak at that point? That just allowed me to dock. I think it did. Ow! Hull damage. How's my hull looking? Oh yeah, it's just this. This took a bit of a hit. Okay, so we'll need to repair that at some point, but that's not so bad. Let's explore the, just as we are here, let's explore these sets of islands, just because we're here. I think this is where you find like a dog or something at some point. Ow! Versatile Rogue disabled. Ow! Goodness sake. There's the campsite. Inspect the symbols in the sand. Symbols span the breadth of the camp, twisting away this way and that. Some are grouped together and must be words. Brush footprints, so carefully for each symbol. Last symbol trails off in a hurry as if it's unfinished. Inspect the footprints. Where the footprints was barefoot, the prints are large and wide, perhaps it was left by a man, but you don't know much about footprints. Fresh footprints, tread carefully. So listen more closely. Ah, great. Rewarded. Take it for yourself. Fresh footprints, yeah. So that's kind of everything there. I need to be more careful. Cause myself some issues. Oh, that's another one of those people who, you have to do their missions, otherwise they die. And we failed like 2 or 3 of them. And I never reset to do it, because you need to get like a trophy, you have to do them. So I've just kind of left that one be. Okay, that goes to you, this way, to that way, there it is. Don't know if you do this, but if you dodge in-game, do you then also dodge IRL with your head? Yeah, I kind of do that. Oh, no, that's not what I need to do. Yeah, I do kind of do that, where you, like, you naturally do, like, because it's a trick that your eyes pull on you. It's that sense of danger, avoid, and so you see the danger and your body goes to react even though it's not a thing. You have the lenses. Oh, I do hope they've not been damaged by the seawater. She takes the case from you and inspects each lens carefully. They seem mostly unharmed. Nothing that some careful polishing can't remedy, at least. Ability unlocked. Camera! Take a moment to compose yourself. As promised, you should take my spare camera. The lens is nothing special, but it should allow you to capture some good shots. If you wanted some advice while locating wildlife to photograph, just say the word. Interesting. Tell me about large fish. I expect you're more knowledgeable in that particular area than I am. There are a few sharks around, most notably huge whale shark. They seem to tend to prefer warm waters to the Stella Basin. Stella Basin. It's basin, not basin. What am I doing? Basin. They're completely harmless, as I'm sure you know, but do be careful around them. Wouldn't want your propeller causing them injury. Anything else? Are still relatively scarce. I believe a few cetaceans? That's whales and such. Can be found in deeper waters around here. Oh, so it's like the whales we see, bottlenose dolphins and killer whales. So the animals we see, like the bigger ones, because we saw one of those just a minute ago. We can take photos of those, I guess. About birds, variety of bird songs, gulls and ravens loitering around, devil's spine and seahawks. Loggerhead turtles, yeah. Saltwater crocodiles just as good. Okay, great. Thank you, ma'am. So, the question is, where do we head? My guess is heading very, very south. I'm also going to quickly... Nope. Nope. Yeah, I'm just gonna discard you. You're just gonna end up not doing much for me. But let's head really south, past this island, to where the map says. The map has, see, big Mysterium. Let's head over here, find a port, get our boat fixed up. So can't really do any fishing. Oh, you can fish, it's just not. Oh, interesting. They do let you fish, but it's just really broken. Well, hello there. Icy World. It's good to see you. What we got going on here, then? Can I repair myself or no? Ah, the traveling merchant. Down here to investigate the icy fields too. Seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is they drifted up from the south. Either way, I thought I should set up a pontoon here. But when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I've got new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing the ice around here. Well, The floating dock, that's not what we want. We want the shipyard, right? Because we need to repair. Repair all. So, what have we got? We got a ton of money still. So, what's that? So, you just do ice. You do water and oceanic. What are you doing currently? You're doing everything except oceanic. So I don't need oceanic because we've got this winch. So we don't need the oceanic, we just need this. But the benefit of the oceanic is its shape. 33% fishing speed. Only 16%. Interesting. So no, this is the better option, even though I don't need oceanic. Although I suppose... because that's what I've got, right? And I kind of need that for the Abyssal and Hadal stuff. See, because that one does Abyssal and Hadal without Oceanic. That, do I have one of those already? That's a point, actually. Do I have it in my stock? Where is my, like... oh, no, it was there. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. So weird. This stuff seems old. Like, really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal, half embedded with ice. Thin layer dissolves in the rivets. And come in here. Look! You follow her to a small makeshift shelter ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside, some schematics nailed to the table are still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets? And the lining, the metal around the bow. Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Could you make another one using those plans? Probably. But let me see. She trudges outside again, paces out the length of the metal scraps on the ice. We've got most of the basic materials here, but we're missing the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs special tempered angled metal. So the components designed to minimize the impact of your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left this stuff here, maybe there are pieces elsewhere. Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship salvaging the icebreaker they already built. That would be convenient anyway. To build a new icebreaker, you need these parts. Okay. My storage is what I wanted to check. Do I have the other... so that's coastal shallow. I do have this. And so this is what I'm wondering. Because this thing... I'm wondering. Because like this thing is here. It increases your fishing speed by a lot. Is it what I need? I'm gonna put you back for a second. I'm also going to move some things around in here because this is not optimally built right now. There we go. I'm gonna uninstall you as well. We're then going to install this because that other one can then just go straight here. So we go and buy stuff from you, shipyard. We can buy this bad boy. Straight there. Which means we can now do everything. We also need to sell. So that's only selling fish. Is it the shipyard we can sell? No. Okay, so we need to put those into storage at least for now. I've forgotten how you sell things, but it's fine. Make it work regardless. Cool. Let's sleep the rest of the night away. See you later, Zekron. Tom, do your best impression of Pooh Bear.
Well, hello there, Christopher Robin. Oh, bother.
It's not great. Not seeing chat. Apologies. I was so focused on getting that stuff done.
Ah.
Okay. So let's see what's around. He did the thing. I did do the thing. Let's see what we got. Hello, new weird skelly fish. No! Don't hit the ice. Don't. Ow! Piddle. I was trying so desperately. The mechanics are so, like, weird. Oh, no, that does bad things. That's a bad thing. Okay, good to know. That's a bad thing. Oh, I forgot about these. Oh, gosh. This is really feeling slow now that I've lost that other thing. This is worth it. Unless I, like, uninstall a ton of stuff. I think it's worth it to be slightly slow with fishing speeds. But my gosh. Okay, so we're going to need some explosives, I think. Fisherman, I didn't expect to see you this far south. Well, this is a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere over on the, somewhere in the ice fields. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing the scraps of fish on the sheet of ice over there to entice it, but I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long enough. I only caught a glimpse. So I don't suppose you have any fish you would be prepared to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography. Fill in the space entirely with any fish you like. I can't imagine a narwhal's too picky. You betcha, lady. We can do that for you. So yeah, the fishing speed is good because it obviously does mean you spend less time fishing. But all the fish. Nice. There we go. We depleted that. Now it is one. Okay, fill the space entirely with stuff. You can do that. They've been very clever with the kind of fish they allow you to get so that you can fill the space and there's not going to be random weird gaps, which is good. Oh. Fortunately, time stops when you're doing that. That's perfect. Now, cut your engines. We need to wait for complete silence. Okay.
Oh.
Shh. I think I hear something under the ice. That is not a narwhal. That had hands. What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. And yet your boat remains. I am going to run away. Oh gosh, it is night now. That is not ideal. So, oh, how do I... Oh, it's L1, isn't it, to switch my powers? We are going to switch with my teleportation power in case I need to do a dire last-minute escape. Basically, that is the plan. Oh gosh, there are big things everywhere and I do not like it. Evil whispers, shh. Go away. Oh, I hated that. I hated that so very much. We just need to repair the ship. Yeah, just repair me already. that's what led to that way. Is there anything that way? It doesn't look like it. I guess we are just going this way then. So yeah, the teleport is a good last minute dash if I need it. It teleports me all the way back to home, which is really far away. So it is not ideal, but... Nope, forgot that's bad. That's a bad thing. But now we can get through here at least. Don't quite know what to expect, but I suspect bad things. Are you a special kind of fish? No, you're a normal kind of fish. What is this gold thing over here, though? We'll have that. Yes, please. I suspect this is the thing I need. Well, that's the front half of it, anyway. Is this a new place I can sleep? Cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. I've got storage and we can sleep here. Great. Frozen cabin. You enter the small cabin. The door, long since fallen from its hinges, a rotting table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper you attach to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched onto the cover. You open it, its frozen spine cracking from the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? May 30th, 1847. Arrived at the floating sea. The sea ice amidst the particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen. I'm struggling to read. Apologies, guys. Seen leading into the ice through sizable chunks float in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Okay. 1st of June, 1847. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish on the ice nearby it in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. If we can't keep a permanent solution to the beast, we'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. Okay, good to know. 5th of June. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There is no mistaking that this is a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first, I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars and eyes opening unto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing even louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard the sound like a heartbeat, as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. I think we got ourselves a mission. So this is the new map. So you got the eastern and western points. So we're at the central camp right now. I think. So if we came from what, this way, we must have come from the north, right? Yeah. So we came from the north camp. So we kind of want to explore these areas to the side. So we're going to have to place some fish onto it. Even fish would probably attract more. Yeah, so we've got to leave a ton of fish. So we'll stick nearby and just catch a ton. Because that way we should be safe. Got to keep an eye on the time, got to multitask. And slowly keep an eye on chat. think that's gonna one more. Yeah, there we go. Done. Perfect. So that's all of those. So now we can turn around and go to the ice wall and put these down. I'm sure leaving fish here would work. I think we have the perfect amount, which is great. And then we'll see if we have to wait till nightfall and whether it will just let us go or whether we need to no more fish to fit on the pile. There he is. Yeah, that is not a narwhal. I dislike him. Let's keep it satisfied at least for a little while. We need to head back to the camp so that we can show. You do your fishing, Tom. I think chat is better. I didn't look at the ice shard. I should look at that. Let's do that. Ice shard. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape beneath the light, placing ear to the ice. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Well, that's unfortunate. We've already started doing that. Captain, the expedition, chart the ice field, appear suddenly through the ice. Shadow of the captain. Yeah. It whispered, promised. Stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. Voice grows louder. It had commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but the 4th now sees forever futile. The shadow is silent for time, slumbering. Still, should leave. It sees you before it whispers. Do not risk breaking its senses through the ice. Through the shadows, no hope. Interesting. We need a tool for that. Okay, let's sleep. So now we've opened up that pathway. Should take us where we want to go. This music is ominous. Jeez. Ah, well, that's something we need. Yeah, baby. Nice. That's a 3rd part. Oh, there's another person here. The dog against a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. Oh, it is! Oh gosh, that's a giant claw. You're not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long-abandoned camp. Rest of the ice shard. An unnatural spire of ice stands above the scraps of snowed-over equipment. The dark shape twists within. Place your ear to the ice. An anguished voice cries out from the deep within the ice. Help me. Frozen so many years. Free me. Please, break the ice. I was the boatswain. The expedition, the terror. Please break the ice. What happened? The figure contorts through painful shapes. We saw lights dancing in ice. Dug deep. Didn't know. I heard it. The heart beating. Under ice. The cracking. Waking. The noises he lost. I went. The captain brought him here to find it. The hand. In the night. Shadow of claws. Shrinks. Turned away just a moment. The pain. The claws. My back. So cold. So dark. Under ice. Please break the ice. So interesting. So we're getting slightly different messages from each person. The captain's saying don't break the ice. He is saying to break the ice. You're unsure a small pile of equipment in the snow.
Most items are stuck fast in the ice, but inside a small backpack, I found an old journal which entered you want to read. Oh, so this is his journal now. Captain ordered us to make camp on the ice center of the lagoon. After we saw those lights, the ice, everyone got treasure on their minds. Treasure hunting isn't exactly what the expedition was commissioned for, but given the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a bit. We'll start digging after camp's done. Spent the day digging down in the ice. Shovels and ice, picks. Can't remember the last time I was this tired. We were only allowed short breaks all day down in the pit. I rested my back against the ice. I started hearing something. It was different to the sounds of the picks. They were short and sharp. This was low and rumbled from deeper down. My first break, it was occasional, only a few each minute. By my second break, it had quickened like a heart. The captain overheard me telling some others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk, sure I was about to have my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something of it already. He was keen on hearing it described over and over. He wants me to locate the source of it. When he pressed me on it further, I said it did seem to come from the east. Tomorrow we are setting off to see if we can find, perhaps I shall get a bonus after this is done. Sorry, bud. I don't think so. So, explore the area, find icebreaker pieces. Anything else around here? Not really. There is a stop to the south. If we carry on through here, we can head to the south, maybe? Is that scrap? It is scrap. Let's dredge for a bit of jewelry. Once I remember how to sell it, I think I have to go to a marketplace right to sell it. Let's go. Careful. Problem is, I'm too quick these days. Oh. Well, I'm not getting out that way then, am I? Now I gotta do some reversing, which I don't actually think is how boats work, but... Nice. Nailed it. Okay, so let's head back to Central. And we shall go from there. Okay, so there's another fish thing here, which I'm intrigued by. Also now perhaps it ought to satisfy it. See, that feels less important right now. I'm kind of tempted to leave that for now. Because the next one we need to head to the west. And then also to the south to explore these things, I think. My controller vibrated. I didn't like that. Storage, let's put you away. And actually, we should probably put these important things I've gathered away as well. Super vital. I don't think I can lose them because I think they're technically considered like critical items. But you never know. You never want to take it for granted. Sell it to I dislike the feeling of the heartbeat or the thing watching me. It's less fun. That's a really that S shape. It's going to be tricky to feel. I reckon I can make it work. So let's go. just don't think I have enough space right now, sadly. So we're just going to have to hold on to that. I'm going to sleep. Okay, so let's head to the west, which would be down this way. We are going to need to do some fishing. Because we will once again have to... Oh, gold boy. No, I missed the gold boy. Oh, that's so sad. We'll need some smaller fish as well. We'll need at least 2 small fish. Okay, that should do. I think that should be enough for the narwhals. All effort. Here. Yeah, that's correct. Yes, I have fishies for you. No, over here. So knowing you can't do it with just big fish, you do have to catch small fish, sadly, but it is what it is. There it is, no more fish will fit on the pile. Hello, friend. I mean, it's a cool design, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the white. I always enjoy, like, the white, or ice blue and orange color schemes are always really nice. Ah, so you are through there. I need to figure out how to get through you. Can we blow you up? Is that something that can be done? If I get close, will it let me? Nope, it will not let me do that. So that's interesting. I was interested to see whether it would let me blow it up. Although, there's a gold thing here, so... Because I knew you could blow up other walls before. Boom. Nailed it. That's what we wanted, which is great. So this is a second hand, which is interesting. So there's clearly a massive beast under the ice with both of its hands stood up, and then its heartbeat is like in the center. Another makeshift camp constructed in shadow, frozen claws, frozen equipment. Another bound journal. Here we go. The men spent all day digging. They passed up chunks of ice. Some as brilliant as crystal, others the deepest blue, more beautiful than sapphires. But none held the glow we had seen in the night. However, I'd note the disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic distant rumble. As the men dug deeper, the pulsing quickened, strengthening until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be a narwhal creature we saw earlier, though this does seem larger. As I write this, I can already feel my eyes closing. I'll have to wait until morning. This morning the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently the boatswain remains at the camp in the east, waiting for nightfall. They were unsuccessful in their search, but it does make sense that the light would be more visible at night. Tomorrow we're journeying towards the west, towards shifting ice that I reported. We are alone on the small island of ice. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog, the gargantuan monstrous claw reaching from the deep. Whatever creature it once belonged to must be long dead. Its claw is frozen solid. I wanted to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. He is on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He is convinced something will happen after dark. As the last light from the cold sun fades, I have a sense that it will be a long night. Well, let's go talk to you then. Place nice near to the ice. The voice calls out, distant, trapped forever. This prison, get me out. Break it, somehow free me. The navigator. Find safe passage, chart the ice. It came from beyond. Break it somehow free. The digging, the cracked ice like a web awoke the ice heart. I told him, whispers in the west, it took the boat swaying east. Returned alone. Darkfooter shudders, sending vibrations through the ice. The next day, rode here, the captain. I saw the claws, bit my soul. He insisted, made camp shadow of the beast. Waiting for the stars in the night, I saw a shape, suddenly, saw by the cold. In the dark, he left me. Break it somehow. Okay. Let's head back to at least the central point, because I do want to explore the south before we head back to the. Do I do that, or do I just head straight back to the sort of north? Tempted to head straight. Yeah, I'm tempted. If we do this, let's go to the lady. Our tradesperson. I forget what they call her. Traveling trader or something, right? Let's go to them. And let's pick that up from. I've got it in storage, to be fair, but let's pick it up from the storage. I know, so that's just the entries. My storage, I want my big plow, please. There's the big plow. So head north. Where's my speedy boy? What are these things? Oh yeah, Banishing Word is also quite a good one. I forgot about Banishing Word. Because Banishing Word will allow me to just... dispel anything evil that like comes near me. It's like drifting. I'm like, this is Dredge Tokyo Drift. HMS Terror. That's fascinating. Film fanatics. That is interesting to know. Right, I've got things for you.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, so this is what's going to allow me to plow through those sections. That makes sense. So like here, I'll be able to make a shortcut straight through there. Alright, I think that should do it. In front of your ship, you can now break chunks of ice. Go ahead, test it out. I'll be watching from here. Yeah, but it's night time, so sleepy time. Sleepy time first, because safety in the day. Yeah, I've barely done, like, much travel. Oh, I forgot to mention. Just let me know when you want to temporarily remove the ice break. I can swap it out for any of my pontoons. Wait, what does she have to say? Like, there was an exclamation mark there. I just want to check that.
Huh.
Is that just... I looked through the schematics and I found before, and there are plans here for another device too. An ice shaper. Looks different from the icebreaker. By the way, it's for cutting chunks of ice. If you find the missing device, I'll be able to use the machine to harvest ice blocks of refrigeration. The blocks of ice can be packed in cargo... slow fish spoiling. Pretty handy, right? This is what it looks like. Okay. That is pretty handy. Thank you. Yeah, look, we got like a plow on the front. Let's go. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, we love this. Oh, that's going to make so many things. I want to go get that gold thing that was down there, because I bet that was the item we were looking for. Bet it was. Tom, random question. What is the weirdest thing you've ever done research on? Weirdest thing? What is... Weird is a hard... Weirdest is hard. I've done a lot of weird things. I mean, I look at murder animatronics for a living. Like, there's some weird stuff you have to do. One of the weirdest things, like, and the weirdest things I would often pull out is like, oh, dang it. One of the weirdest things I'd pull out is like, I did a random thing was I learnt that, I had to learn that the, a shark's age is measured not through, or a shark's maturity, that was it. A shark's maturity is measured not by, oh my gosh, that's a giant crab. Oh, well, I don't like you. Yeah, a shark's maturity, like sexual maturity, is measured by its size, not by its age. So it's like, oh, when it reaches this size, it is at sexual maturity. That was a weird fact to learn. But I'm trying to remember, like, I've done a lot of weird theories. I'd have to look through my theories and go, what have I looked into that I always was like, this is weird. Oh, there's the narwhal. Oh, it's coming after me. I see it. No, you don't, friend. There he is. Did not expect that to be a thing. What theory was that for? That was for the baby shark theory. Baby shark. Yeah, that was for that theory. Did you have to play the Sims games for Belagov? There are chance there are more Sims theories. That was one of our writers did that. I polished that script, but I didn't write that script. That Sims was kind of out of my wheelhouse, but we had a writer who was super passionate about The Sims and was really passionate about doing that specific theory. I'm trying to remember if there are specific theories or specifically weird things I did for theories. Like, again, like some of the more sciencey ones, like looking at like Winnie the Pooh, like the diet habits of bears was a weird one. But like weirdest as in like this is strange and I don't know what to do with this. It's a hard one. That's a very hard one. Well, I hate that. Whatever that is, I hate it. Oh, dang it. Here we got another one of these. Oh, there's a fourth one of you. I thought it was only... I mean, yeah, looking into like estrogen and what estrogen smells like. Oh, you are eyes that are looking at me. I dislike that. Blow, glassy arse. Ice. Into the ice.
Murderer. Betray your men. Left us here. You sleepless god.
The voice of Bates.
Wait, your shadow speaks. Another sheep. Please save us all. Find the axe. Undo this. The betrayer. First officer. Safety of the crew failed them. Should have cursed place. Find the axe. The men saw light. Southern cliffs at night. Captain and I would look into. We rode alone. He was restless, sleepless. We passed. Walls of ice finally arrived. A great horn into view.
Words drift in, some carried away in the wind.
Pulled ashore quickly. The size of it, the light. Somehow he knew. Eyes are wild. He was whispering, answering. He said, chose him. Alone. Avert my eyes. Could not help. Look upon, we fought. Cold hands and iron grip, breathless. Shape in the ice. Shrinks into itself. I know not. The eyes open. Watching shadow of shadow. The ice, yet more. Close still, like a knot, arise. Break the ice. Cull the heart.
Okay, so this is like the final port, it would seem. I only have two things right now. Is that purposeful? Like, am I only meant to like... I'm just gonna have this on me. Oh, big shark. You're new. Cool. I got what I wanted then. I got something new out of this. Yeah, I'm struggling to remember. The problem is, I looked the other day. I've written almost 100 theories. Something like that. I think it's like 80 theories I've written. And so I struggle to remember all the ones I've written from scratch. There are also ones that I didn't write, but I polished up. So, that is my question now. Are there only 2 ice peaks? That's all we found. Good if I spelt dredge properly in my search. Apparently Dredge is another thing. Well, let's check our pursuits. That's what it's kind of informing me I should be doing. So you got find the ice shaper. Ice records, explore the area, find whatever the voice in the ice is talking about. Voice speaks from within the ice. The voice speaks from within the ice. Eastern terminus. Wants to be freed. The voice speaks within the ice. Eastern Maryland wants to be freed. The voice speaks. So there are 2 that want to be freed from the ice. 2 of them don't want to be freed. Yes, the ones on the edge want to be freed. The ones in the middle do not. Or the one in the middle and the one at the south does not want to be freed. So, do we free the ones on the edge that want to be freed and leave the ones that don't? Or do we free the ones that don't want to be freed? That is the question. I think I want to free the ones that want to be freed. We'll go like with what the game is telling us to do. Because we've already got 2 ice picks, so I don't want to waste them on, you know, freeing 2 of them that don't want to be freed, you know? Because if they don't want to be freed, then that feels like a waste of ice picks. Maybe there's another, like, ending. If you, free, like, the captain instead. Ice shard, yeah. Break the ice. The cold sun. Oh, which one was this? The cold sun. Warmth long forgot. No more. Break me. Strike hard against the center of the shard, where the shadowy shape appears darkest. The deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away fragments. Here we go. Oh, maybe I do have to break them all. The structure peels open, split to its core. The glistening stone lies cradled by broken shapes, wispy. Threads of starlight trailing from it. Take the stone and leave. You are correct. I do leave. So clearly I do have to break them all. I need to find more ice picks then. Let's head to the east. I just love that, like, that I can now just break through the ice. That's so that's just to the exit, I guess. You said there was a weird thing here, so I'm here for the weird thing. Give me the weird thing you said you had. There it is. Ice shard. Break the ice. Silence it. You must shatter. Strike hard against the ice where it's darkest. The thing I wanted to look at was just here. You can't get through this bit, which would imply that there's something special here specifically. And I'm correct. Ah, another ice pick. There's also a big black rock on the edge. Now, the big black rocks, when you have like full insanity and the correct stuff, you can hear them, I think. An spire of ice stretches in the darkness. Pulsing glows right, illuminating. Ah, so this is what you are for. You're the heart. Yes, there's like a black stone there. And the black stones work because they, when you have like high insanity, which I never really had in the game, but if you have high insanity, because you've like stayed up for nights and nights on end, you can, they tell you about the wider world, I seem to recall. See, and look, there's our lighthouse all the way over in the distance. Let's sell some fish. Let's fix some ship. Yeah, I've still not found this yet, but I will. Okay, so I've got a new one, so we could free the captain, I guess, at this point. And then I guess I just kind of need to explore a bit more. There's our narwhal friend. Nice shard. Yeah. Break the ice, please. So hard against the ice shadow. Escaping fragments, yeah. So you do have to break. What a monster. Multiple eyes, weird spirits. What a cool monster. where haven't we really explored? Because that was like a little cavern there. There's technically a little cavern up here. We could... Ooh, no, wrong way. Like, that is just here that we could explore through the ice. That seems like a good bet. Yeah, there it is. There'll be the last ice pick. Oh no, this is the ice shaper. Interesting. I wasn't quite expecting. Interesting. Okay, so that's the ice. So let's go back to her. I have something for you. Bam. You really found it. How on earth did you actually locate that stuff down in the deep anyway? Let me slot this blade in here and yeah, that seems right. I think it's ready to start cutting. Blocks of ice coming right up. Great, so I've now got these blocks of ice, but my guess is that they, yeah, they have durability, which is hilarious. Cool. Can I put the ice in storage and will it just remain? Like, or will it rot in storage as well? Thaws out in about 1 day. I'm going to do an experiment, because clearly you're able to get more of this. So I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to leave one in there. Let's sleep. It's probably about time we sleep. Right, one more place to look then. Hydration! So where else on this map is there to explore? Because that was in that little patch there. We've explored the western little patch. And the eastern patch, it feels like. So there is 100% one more place. And there's our narwhal friend. We should probably try... That kind of went under the water. I didn't like it. We should probably try fishing. I'm going to get you up because I would like to fish to try and like do that extra narwhal. Oh dang it, that was the wrong button. I am now close to insane. Big fish. There is always a fish. Oh, hi, friend. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Can't get me when I'm at the dock. That's how this works, baby. That's the thing, right? I want to get to the other side of this. So the other side of this, there's this, and I want to see whether this will. Is this like a regular source? I can just like put stuff here for it. So that distracts the narwhal. Brings it over there so that you can go on your way and do things. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, I want to head over to this thing. Because this seems like somewhere where things might be. is where things might be. The last little place to look. Is it time? Time for it. That is how that thing works. So that's helpful to know. We now understand how that thing works. Shreep time. Aethesp, hello. Great to have you, friend. Thanks so much for tuning in. It was great to have you. Right, to the south then. I love that I got through here by, like, navigating. What did I? No, I got the plow, didn't I, when I first came through? I just clearly didn't break everything. So I need to apparently find the axe, which is another whole thing. Ice shard. I would like to break you, please.
Must not fully awaken the eyes closed and strike the heart.
He's now going to break. The eyes are going to close. That is a I just realized that was a giant narwhal. Yeah, look at its yellow horn. I just clocked that. So my guess is that's where the axe is. Structure peeled open. Is this going to be the axe? It is. I was thinking it was going to be quite self-contained like that. Oh no, that is an anchor. Of course. A fragment of a golden splintered horn. Discordant buzzing fills the surrounding air. It yearns for deep. Cast this overboard to create a reusable portal to Blackstone Isle. Interesting. So Blackstone Isle is obviously... No, wait, where is Blackstone Isle? Blackstone Isle. Blackstone Isle, yeah, so it's just here. So, which is our little friend's island. But therefore, if we cast this overboard somewhere, it allows you to travel back and forth to those places. That is fun and interesting if you want to travel, like, because this place would be a pain to keep going back to. So that's fun. We still don't have an axe, though. And that concerns me. Let's find the axe. Where would the axe be? Through here is the heart. That just leads us what? Yeah. There we go. Glowing lights intensified, feeding into the 4 stones. Ooh! Look at you! Web light grows between them, connecting, rejoining, uniting. You can return for this item later. I'm gonna have to because I literally do not have space for it. Because you have to, you can't just place that like in your ship. You have to install it. Unless I can put it into storage. Can I put it into storage? Yes, I can. I can put it straight in storage. Right. That's very cool, though. That's fun. said about striking the heart with an axe. I don't have an axe yet. Where would the axe be? And where's the heart? This is the heart was in the middle, right? Unalive the narwhal. I'm trying to unalive the narwhal. Cabin. Oh, great. We can start reading that. Messages. Journals. Pursuits. Use an axe to break the ice at the southern locus. Inside, I found a glowing stone. Oh, that's just talking about the axe to break the ice. Oh, so I did it. Is that it? Is that the end? Is that it? Is that all there is? Very quick. It's not that quick actually. It was an hour and a half. Due to the ice shake over under the ice pursuits. New ice shores. The ice shore in central camp. Locus. Use those axes to break ice. Figure in white pursuit. Oh, it's another. Yeah, so it's okay. So the last one. Yeah, that is it. That is the DLC. That is everything. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna drop this anchor. Does indeed take me straight back to here, which is great. So the DLC was only like £5 or something like that, so I didn't expect like a ton, but the game is only like 15, so I also wasn't sure. Like, you never fully know, right, what to expect. So nothing really from them anymore. Oh, yeah, of course, we could technically still do the ending, can't we? I'm just manually saving. I don't want to save and quit, but it didn't give me an option, supposedly, to just jump in. I'd be fascinated to look into what mythology and stuff this is all based on, because yeah, it is all very weird. It is all very, very odd. So let us. I forget like what the good and the bad endings were. We got them both. I forget what happens. Like, I remember we summoned like Cthulhu and tried to bring our wife back in the bad ending. It was a good twist because the mysterious man on the other island was us, it turned out. Which I thought was an interesting way to end it. You know? Oh yeah. This is, we just throw the book back, don't we? We throw it's like the evil book. The evil book full of spells we throw that we were trying to use to bring our wife back to life. We throw it overboard. And we all get consumed. Or was it that we got consumed in the other one? This one was just us letting go. Oh no, we do all get, yeah. There it is. We succumb to the sea and realize there is nothing we can do. I remember now. I remember. No, it's a good game. It is good. That DLC was surprisingly short, but it's hard, right? Because I also look at that and I go, I kind of wish there was more. This game was basically all fetch quests. Like, don't get me wrong, it is all fetch quests. That is all this game is. But yeah, it's the broken mirror. Yeah, there it is. It's the collector, and it turns out we are the collector. He is just us. Yep, I just want to do the other ending as well because I think it'd be fun. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. Just trying to remember what each of the endings were. It's been so long. The collector cosplay is still in the works. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great cosplay. It's a fantastic cosplay. I do remember these endings feeling slightly disappointing, like there was going to be a challenge or something going on. This is the place. So yeah, it's us. We are the collector. This is where she was taken from us, and where we can at last bring her back. Only here, and only because of what we've achieved. You open the book, its pages are frosted in ice and the chill mist rises from your fingers as you begin to read it aloud. To release the lost ones frozen in time, into the pocket watch overboard. Tethered by chains that be deep, you throw the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more, you throw the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens, slip the key into the lock of the music box, and lay the weary world to rest with music into overboard. I think the key you can buy just gets you some extra upgrades for your ship. I don't think it's anything special, like, or anything like lore related. There she is. There's our wife. Because yeah, we were like warned that yeah, undue destruction. You know, Cthulhu would basically become summoned if we did this. It would like destroy the world, and so selfishly we chose our wife to bring her back rather than and you know, and summon Cthulhu instead of letting go. I remember now. And yeah, so like the whole world is destroyed. Ah. Good game. Sad that DLC wasn't longer. And I wish there was a little more story with it. Like, the problem was, I get it, DLC, so it can't fully be. But it didn't tie into anything. Neither did the photographer, really. That was just, oh, we've introduced new mechanics. Here's the photographer. But I get it. Sometimes those mechanics are fine. But, like, the whole, like,
I think the thing for me is because like you get that anchor at the end, which is weird, because that anchor ties you to your house, the collector's house. Now all the items the collector has are like special black magic stuff. So the fact it's connected to you, but it's in this monster's hall, which I don't quite understand the connection. But like, besides, I guess the fact that all of the stuff wasn't actually ours to begin with, it's just like cursed stuff. But why it ties us there, other than it being a game mechanic, is like, all right. I think that's my one thing. Is I wish that this DLC part of the story, like, it was a cool idea. Going, here's this creepy narwhal thing. There's a giant one. Like, you have to break the ice and free the things and get the stuff. But it didn't. It kind of was anticlimactic, I'll be honest. Like, you just broke some shadows that were locked in ice to pick up the magical stones to get a special, to like pierce the heart, and you got a special thing for it. But I was expecting something bigger, something like monstrous, or a choice like this ending where you had to choose like which one do you do? Do you follow the wish? Because that's the thing, I didn't expect there to be 4 ice picks. I expected you to have to pick, do you free the ones that say to free you and not free the one, like, because the other ones were like, don't free me, don't break the ice. So it's like, so yeah, it makes you just go, should you have, it just felt like there should have been like a choice or something extra added in other than just some cool extra. Like, if you got that, if you buy the deluxe edition, which is like £20 I think at the minute, and you get that thrown in, then fine, because you just handle that before the end of the game, right? But, like, on its own, it's kind of a little lackluster, I'll be honest. Just because I think there's that feeling of, I wanted it to tie into the story. I wanted to feel like us going there, like, we just went there of our own accord because I saw it. There was a big space on the map to go. And I knew I'd paid for DLC. What would have been good? And that's what I thought they were saying when you met the photographer. Like, so the photographer's obviously part of it. They're going, oh, you need to go meet the photographer. But it was just kind of like, oh yeah, just go here. Rather than, hey, something weird is going on. Oh, by the way, actually, there's one more item you need to collect. Go and get it. It's over here. Even that, just giving us a reason to really go. But then once we were there, because again, all of this story, all this back and forth of everything was collecting items that we needed to bring our wife back, basically. That was the point. And so it felt like the story needed to, in some way, be tied to that again. Or to an alternate set of endings you could get by going there and solving this mystery. Like, this game is very good at just kind of going, here are like Cthulhu-like things, which are scary and weird and creepy, and we're not going to answer them. There's just an evil fog that makes sailors go crazy, and these Cthulhu monsters show up in the fog. Like, and that's great. That's scary. That's a good thing. And it makes people look into Cthulhu sort of like beings. I forget what they're called. Eldritch horror. That's the word. Looking into these eldritch horrors. That's a cool idea. Because it's like, I'm going to go away and look into that narwhal and see if there's something about a creepy narwhal with hands. Like, in that sort of stuff. Tom, when did you give me anxiety about being a mod? Yeah, it must have been, what, just over a week ago at this point. Maybe 2 weeks. And I'm still very sorry. I just added them to a group chat and was like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. And they were terrified. Thinking they'd done something wrong where they hadn't. They were just being asked to be a mod. But yeah, that's, I think, my issue with that DLC is it's fine if you got it as part of the game. But playing it on its own, it didn't feel like it had enough substantial, like, story connected stuff. It was just another fetch quest. And again, this game is primarily fetch quests. And it was nice to have another mechanic where it's like, hey, feed this thing, it will distract it. Like the other things, it was like, use this thing and you'll get rid of it. Or just avoid the middle. Or you have to use this special sound thing that will
destroy the thing in the middle for a time so you can fish in the deep. Like, that's a cool thing. So it added to the world. It felt like it belonged. It just didn't add anything from a story perspective, which was a shame. And I guess the problem is they wrapped up the story really nicely, and like the twist of revealing you are the collector is a great twist. It was brilliant. And then the choice of going, do we do the right thing or do we do the selfish thing, is a really cool argument, a really cool thing to like look into and think about. So I guess it would have been hard and convoluted and probably like forced to try and weave this new thing into the story, but that's the issue you get with a small DLC. Like, if they had introduced more rather than just the Pale Reach, and they gone, here's the Pale Reach plus, and the Pale Reach isn't just like here's one section, it's like a multiple sections, so you could have built up a new story, maybe either as a follow-up from like, because basically it's like you destroyed the world, end of game. So maybe it's a continuation from when you didn't destroy the world, or maybe it's just, hey, before you do that, there's another way. And like you do these other big sets of missions, and maybe there's like another way. Like it unlocks like a third ending. That would have probably been something I'd have considered, but because it's so small, there isn't the scope to do that really. But it just didn't feel like the story we were uncovering fed into anything other than its own compact little thing, which again, when it's this small, kind of works to a degree, but I just think having been so long since the initial game and then coming back to it, I was hoping for something more. But that's kind of my thoughts there. Let me open up. And let's move over. Move over to here. But yeah, Thomas spitting facts. Just got bug straight on my nose. Oh no, that's horrible. Cool. That's that. Remove you. See what else is happening in the world. Move you guys over here. Or do I actually? No, I'm going to put you back here, but I'm going to move you out, move you there. That makes sense. Cool. Let's quiet you down just a little bit. Gosh darn, I've been missing the new Dredge. Yes, Ragnarok, I'm so sorry. It was fine, I think is the summary we can all give. It was fine. It was cool to jump back into the world and unlock some new cool things, but it was listening to Tom talk about the game with this build-up music is a whole other experience. Yeah, it's very, very dramatic, wasn't it? I think that one's been in the set of tracks for a while. It's just one of the ones in my stream selection. I've got a handful that are just all in the collection, basically. But yeah, it's a fine DLC. I think it would be better if you get it. If you haven't got the game at all yet, get it with it, because it will give you some extra things to play with in terms of mechanics, and if you want to like really 100% the game, it will give you some more stuff, which is good. If you've already bought the game, hard to recommend it. I think you could probably skip it. It was pretty. It is a very pretty game. And again, what is it up for? What game? Game Awards. Dredge Game Awards. Because that is Thursday. Best independent game. Yeah. And it as a game, it is worthy of that title. I don't think it'll win. I think it will lose to Dave the Diver or Sea of Stars. I think we talked about this on the stream the other day. But it is definitely deserving of being in that world. The only thing The one thing I wish with the Game Awards, right, is that I wish, because independent games, I sit there and I go, Dave the Diver, yeah, that makes sense. I've seen that everywhere. Dredge makes sense. I've seen that in a lot of places. Sea of Stars, I've seen that everywhere. Viewfinder and Cocoon, like, there's a lot of indie games, like, and these games are great. Don't get me wrong, and they're a different caliber. But it's why, like, you've got the Horror Game Awards, which are specifically tailored, and that's why you get My Friendly Neighborhood, Amanda the Adventurer, all being nominated for those awards, yeah, you know. And it's a shame. Like, guarantee you, FNAF VR Help Wanted 2 will be on Best Independent Games next year. Guarantee it. Because it's releasing on PlayStation, so it's therefore a mainstream console and a mainstream game. And they've also got a VR category, I believe, don't they? So it may not be on Best Indie. It's also Dredge is also up for Best Debut Indie Game. So that it could win that. Pizza Tower won't win that one. So Dredge could be up for a good shout for that. Yeah, you've got Best VR and AR experience. So I guarantee you that FNAF VR 2 will at least be on that next year. But yeah, it's like I get why they don't include horror games, but you think about like the games we cover on Game Theory. Over the last year, what have we seen? Or the last like year and a bit, let's say. We've had you know, Bendy, and the Dark Revival, and Bendy's going through an actual revival right now. Dark Revival is like choice name for it because it is going through a revival. It's great. We've also had Ruin DLC. Now, that's DLC, not a game. But again, like, you think about that. But even if you think independent, Amanda the Adventurer, super solid game. My Friendly Neighborhood, super solid game. Like, I can go back through Game Theory. If I go back through Game Theory's, like, catalog from the last year. Let me
just come out and say it.
Like, if I have a look through this, what have we got? Bunny Graveyard, really solid game. Sadly, Welcome Home can't because it's not technically a game. Like, Pizza Tower was good as well, so we've got that. And again, I know that's nominated for Best New Studio. Choo Choo Charles came out this year. Again, some of these games that are like, maybe slightly, like, so Dredge is super polished. I will say that. Dredge and Sea of Stars and things like that. Super, super polished. So I get why some of these games aren't included in the same category. Especially the ones that are like, here's one guy that made a game, i.e. like Choo Choo Charles or Bunny Graveyard. I think Bunny Graveyard is technically 2 people. But, you know, when it's that sort of thing, I kind of get it. But at the same time, it would be great to have these people, to have these things. Oh, yeah, Mr. Tomatoes and Miss Lemons. Like, they're different. So I get that they can't necessarily be put up against Dredge. But it does, you do go, this is a category where online there are so many people. Now, part of the issue is that reviewers don't review them. And we talked about this last time. Journalists are the ones who are voting on the Game Awards. So they haven't heard of these games. Because they're like, even if you Google like, big indie games of 2020, like indie games of 2023 or expected games of 2024, it is like the Dredges and things like that. House Flipper 2, I think, is coming out. It's things like that. You're not getting these indie titles because they come out of nowhere and receive huge popularity. So I'd love there to be a best online or best horror, indie horror section where we could, you know, see some of these things pop up. I think that would be really cool. Like some of these games, Cooking Companions. We had Dreadweight was the demo this year, but like Cooking Companions would be awesome to have seen. Andy's Apple Farm, another really solid game. Like over the last couple of years, it's been awesome to see. Inscription. I think Inscription may have been nominated. I don't remember. But yeah, there's a lot of these games that just do not get mentioned or nominated, and it's kind of crazy. Unpacking is a phenomenal game. Yes. Theorists for Game of the Year. Ha! Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, unpacking. We need Tom to have his own Game Awards. I will host the no, because they've got like the horror Game Awards and things like that, which these games do get recognized as. But we should. I'd love to do the Internet Game Awards. So kind of like the Streamies, but for internet games, like, or we, like, because the problem is I don't want to do like the because the Streamies do, like, I was going to say analog horror and like other things like that, but that kind of gets covered by the Streamies, a lot of things, although a lot of the smaller creators don't get mentioned, but I do think an award show, and I get this thing, like, to celebrate, I was going to say celebrate online video, but it's like a mixture, it would end up being a mixture of the Streamies and the Indie Horror, or the Horror Game Awards, because the Horror Game Awards do recognize a lot of these small indie titles, which is great. But I'd love to do an award show of some kind. I just don't know what it would be on or how to do it. Kane Pixels needs to win as many awards as possible. I mean, they did win an award, not last year, year before. Last awards year before at the Streamies. Matt actually gave them a special creator award. But the problem is they're not making a lot right now. They're doing really well. Like, what is it? Oldest View is great. But they're not doing a lot right now. It'll be interesting to see what happens when they make the Backrooms movie and how that goes. Off topic, anyone excited for YouTube Rewind? Is YouTube Rewind even still happening? Is that even still a thing? I forgot about that. But who did enjoy? Only one unpacking 2 if there's Wi-Fi wells. Agreed. But who enjoyed the Stupendium song? The Stupendium song of Game Theory. It is their highest performing video of all time, I think, or highest performing in 48 hours. That has been a year in the making, that song. It was great. A24 is doing the Backrooms with him. Yep. Didn't Rewind stop because they got bullied for it. Basically, yeah. I loved it even after watching it 10 times for ARG clues. Ah, so you found the ARG clues. Good job, GT Live. There's another song of Distracted, forgot about it. No, you should. It's a great song. It's an absolute tune. So, add in infant item for Stupendium. So, add infant item is 1 year ago and is at 8.4 million views. So it's done really well. But he said, or they said, sorry, I should correct myself. They said that their record was 100,000 views in 24 hours. And they got something like 500,000 views in 24 hours of this video. And they're now at like 800,000. It was like 400,000 or 700,000 in 800,000 in 48 hours, which is crazy. They've also gained something like 20,000 subscribers. And they are now at 991k. They are 9,000 away from 1 million subscribers. So if you haven't already, please do go and subscribe to Stupendium. I'm sure one of my wonderful mods will link their channel in the chat. But if you haven't subscribed to Stupendium, please do, because I'd love to see them hit 1 million subscribers before the end of the year. They're an absolutely brilliant creator, and they absolutely deserve all of it, all of the praise. I can confirm GT Live was solving clues on the Discord server. Tyler did a crazy good job with the editing. Nice surprise to see my fan art in there. Oh, well, I'm glad. Tyler did a fantastic job. Tyler's one of our editors, and he absolutely nailed it. And I knew he was the right person for the job, because it was like, here's a love letter to game theory and all these cool things, which is great. And Tyler just loves our stuff and knows our stuff so well that he was always going to be able to find Easter eggs and clues, and some of the clues are for the ARG, and some of them are just our own personal clues and lore and Easter eggs, and yeah, he was always going to nail it. Can you guys link me any ARG clues you find? Tyler knows a lot of GT lore. He does. He's been a fan for a while. I know a lot of GT lore as well, but the way he stores it in his brain is quite impressive. But yeah, love Stoops. They've been brilliant to work with. Absolutely brilliant. So that's always been fun. But I'm also going to quickly go back and look through the Game Theorist videos. Actually, no, I'm going to instead... No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to... Actually, I could do that. I'm going to quickly switch for a sec, and because I've got a bunch of playlists where I have the theories that I worked on specifically. So I want to have a look through these and see what are the weirdest things I looked up. Because someone asked, I think it was Mystic asked earlier, and I didn't really have a very good answer. Weirdest thing I've looked into. I mean, I've done some weird episodes, guys. You know, Winnie the Pooh's gonna die. I did the Lily's Garden video. I've done Doki Doki, Power Wash Simulator. Say the sharks and learning that sharks they measure shark maturity in length, not age, was a weird factoid. What else have I done that's actually weird? Like weird. Because I do FNAF, but it's not exactly weird. Yeah, weirdest thing I've had to research in terms of like, it's not something I've had to look into, but the weirdest thing that, or not something I've like, that's like, here's research and history you can look at on the internet. Weirdest theory I've done is absolutely I made Markiplier's perfect Pokemon. Having that man's sexual preferences of Pokemon on my computer in an Excel spreadsheet is absolutely one of the weirdest things I've ever done. I want a playlist of all the GT Live episodes you've been on. Ha! I mean, that's probably not hard to do. You could probably do it yourself. I've not been on all that many. Yep, GT Live is right. The the actual ARG secrets are in the song. And then from there, you figure out the rest of it. The ones in the video are just Easter eggs from Tyler. Yeah, you can just, if you like go to the ... next to any video, you can add it to a playlist and you can just create playlists. I don't want to search through them all. I don't think it would take you that long, because if you hover over the video, it should start playing and you'll see if I'm there or not. What else? What other weird ones have I done? So yeah, Markiplier is definitely one of the weirdest ones I've done in terms of like the work I've done to the theory, but in terms of actual research, weirdest thing I've done in terms of actual research, I've not done a lot, like, because a lot of the stuff I do on game theory is so lore focused. There's so little extra stuff, so a lot of it isn't that weird. I do think that the shark fact is probably one of the weirder things I've looked up. And like, can a bear get diabetes? Those sort of things. Like, my earlier theories tended to be weird when I was working across multiple channels. But now that I'm, like, I did like the Chick-fil-A episode about skip school, do your own thing with Chick-fil-A. But the other things I wouldn't think of weird. It's like, you know, I did Cooking Companions and the amount of stuff we had to do, like the amount of research I had to do into Eastern European folklore. Like, was that weird? No, not specifically. It was just kind of a thing that happened. And it made sense and was good. I wouldn't have called it weird. Yeah, I don't know how much weird stuff there is. I don't want to go searching through them all. Maybe I'll be able to make you a playlist, Akira. Maybe there's a way I can do that. At this point, every GT Live since Ash joined has been permanently stored in my brain. Well, you know what? Ash is a treasure, and we love them, and we support them, and we wish them all the best ever, because they are a champion of GT Live. With the trombone video camp. Oh, that's a good point. But so the trombone video, I didn't write. That's one of those weird ones. So I have a second playlist here, which are all the theories I have what we call polished. So it's another writer has written them. They then come to me with that script, and I then go through and polish it up to get it to Matt's standard. That is just part of how the process works. And then he obviously goes through it as well and double checks things and makes sure he's okay with it. But in terms of scripts I've polished, like, so I polished that trombone champ theory, and I did some weird. I looked into a lot of the Mozart stuff and the history of like Mozart's music and how that works, and that was a little bit weird and odd. Wasn't the weirdest thing I've ever done, but was quite weird, I would say. I really enjoyed. I did a really heavy job on the Tom Nook theory we did this year about, you know, Tom Nook. Is Tom Nook actually ripping you off? And I love that. I loved it. There's a number of theories I've really loved. I really loved our Waluigi theory. I didn't write that one. That was by a writer called Joey. They are also great when it comes to old Nintendo lore. And yeah, their Waluigi theory was good. That was a fun one. A weird theory I polished, I didn't write this, but one that we got made and I had to polish, was Evertail. If you guys remember that one. That one was weird. Yeah, I'm pretty interested in behind the scenes and seeing how each channel should look for an episode. Yeah, so if you basically look back in the credits of any description, if you look in the description at the bottom, you'll find a credits list. And every theory, pretty much, I think bar maybe 2 or 3, over the last 2 years, you'll find on Game Theory it's always me and Matt, and then there might be a third writer. And if there's a third or fourth writer, it's normally they've written it, it's then come to me and then gone to Matt. But yeah, the fake ad one, Evertail, that was a strange one. Dissecting toads was fun. But yeah, like, we've done weird episodes on Game Theory, don't get me wrong. We have absolutely done weird episodes. But the weird episodes often don't require a ton of, like... They don't require a ton of, like, external research. The reason it's weird is we are, like, gathering data and doing memes.
Let me just come out and...
We did the, who is the daughter of... Or the new Pokemon protagonist is Ash's daughter, apparent, like, according to, like, all the fans, they wanted it to be Ash's daughter. So, who's the mother? Like, that's a weird theory that we did. It was fun, but it was weird. The Markiplier episodes, they were weird. They were fun, but they were weird. Trombone Champ was a weird one. Like, we do some weird episodes. I'm really glad we did Stray. It wasn't a weird theory, but I'm very glad we did it. Stray was fun, and it did really well. The Stray video. I just love the thumbnail. It just says Bad Kitty. We joked about it in a meeting, and then we couldn't come up with a better option. So we're like, yeah, sure, let's go with Bad Kitty, and it worked really well. So very happy about that. What other weird episodes have I done? Nurse Joy's a Pokemon was a weird one. But that, again, wasn't a lot of research because I just knew Pokemon that well. So I was able to just talk about mechanics. So that was fun. And then, basically, if you get to... So, Pokemon... Nurse Joy Pokemon was my first... Oh, no. Wilbur was my first video as a full-timer. And then before that, I was sort of sporadic through a few random episodes here and there. But yeah, we've done some weird episodes, but they're not necessarily ones that, like, were weird to research. I will say that. I keep scaring chat. Matt Pat jump scare. Sorry. I didn't realize it was picking up the audio from my search. Apologies. I'm just making sure you're all paying attention. Were you part of the infamous Luigi episode? I was not. Luigi was before my time. So let's see. So I joined full-time November of 2021. I joined as a freelance, or October 2021. And in September of 2020, I became a freelancer. And the Luigi episode was when? I'm going to mute this so that we don't get any more jump scares. When was Luigi? Luigi's old, I think. Or is it? Where is Luigi? But yeah, no, that was where I'm pretty... Yeah, there you go. 5 years ago, so that was way before my time. Way before my time. Like, I love it when we get weird ones. Like, so, like, I think, like, Markiplier is a weird episode. That will kind of go down in history as being a slightly weird episode. I don't think we've had a weirder episode than that in my time. But then you've got, like, Luigi is a weird one. You've also got, you know... Sans' Nest is weird, but is infamous in a different way. There's a few infamous ones from over the years, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, when you think about it? Who remembers Global Gamer? I'm just looking through the channel now, and it's really fun. Who remembers Global Gamer? Tom, there's plenty of time to get you to a top 10 weird episodes you've worked on. Probably not today, but I'm sure I can do that at some point. Weird episodes I've worked on. The definition is whether they're ones I've written myself or whether they're ones that I was just part of ideating and worked on. I was rewatching the Markiplier Pokemon video for Matt's animatronic Smash or Pass Twitter thread and didn't realize how long it must have taken to compile all that data every single Pokemon he rated. Yep. I had to go through and basically go, these are all the ones he smashed. So make note of everyone he smashed. And then go through and go, right. Start with basic things. Height, weight, type. Are they an animal? Are they a human? And then from there, also like break down things like what color are they? What generation are they from? And slowly start to like invest in the information. Like it took time. I don't remember Global where I might have been before I was watching. So Global Gamer was 6 years ago. And Global Gamer was when Matt went to Japan to do a fully 360 documentary about gaming cultures around the world. Was it automated or did you go one by one? GT Live, I went one by one. I literally watched the video and made note of every single one that he smashed. Yes, so Global Gamer was a secret project to begin with. It sadly didn't do super well, which is a shame, which is why there weren't any more of them. But Global Gamer was a good one. Obviously, they also did Game Lab, which was fantastic. It's amazing looking like, because we used to have other shows, obviously, as well, by other creators. But, like, I remember Deadlock. Deadlock was a fun show. I wish we were able to still do Deadlock. It took so much time and production value, it kind of wasn't worth it. So I get why. But I love Deadlock. And I'd have loved to have written or been in Deadlock. I think that would have been fun. But, you know, new eras, and there will be chances for new things, I'm sure, going forward. I look forward for there to be anything about, like, for us to have some freedom with Lunar X as well, to be able to then go, hey, let's make some new stuff. I think that could be fun. Did you factor in any comments he made or just Smash Pass verdicts? Basically just Smash Pass. We made a couple of references to what he said. If you watch the video, you can see the if you watch both videos, you'll see the extra ones we talk about. And like we talk specifically in the second one, like, oh, he had a very specific reaction to these 3. Oh, he referred to like this one would make him a furry, and so he didn't pick it, even though technically it is the best choice for him. And so, you know, there was that sort of stuff, which is interesting. But it was primarily based on which one he said smash and which one he said pass. We need to continue finding your Pokemon soon again, Ghostly. Continue tier listing Pokemon you smashed. I heard the Star Theory fashion show ends up happening, though I'm pretty sure you can't confirm or deny that. I can neither confirm nor deny it. But I hope it happens at some point, because it should be fun, and it should be a really fun experience. And again, it's fun to be the firsts to do some cool things. So I hope it does happen. Amy is working her butt off to make sure it does happen. But, you know, it's difficult. We're juggling a lot of people, a lot of people's times, a lot of different things going on. It's a big project. It's not going to happen overnight. Tom, we need you to not stream on Saturday so Mystic and Zekrom can help me find my favorite Pokemon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, we could just do it on stream. Ghosty, you can jump on Discord. We can stream and get Zekrom and Mystic to jump onto Discord, and we can all just do it live. But there we go. I think we have gone on for long enough. Maybe that's what Saturday's stream could be. I mean, there you go. Maybe so. I mean, I think I've got to take the FNAF quiz at some point. That FNAF creator quiz that Astral Spiff made. I think I've got to probably do that at some point. Prove my worth. Matt did, so I think I've got to prove my worth. We've been treated with an extra half hour. Have you? I don't think you actually have. I've only been streaming for 2 hours and 6 minutes, according to my clock. It was slightly busted because it went a bit funny at the beginning, so it might have been 5 minutes over. But I think it's I think I started late. But with that, thank you everybody so much for watching today. I appreciate you all sticking with us for that Dredge DLC. It was fun. A little bit anticlimactic, but hey ho. Appreciate having you guys with me regardless. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. We will be back Thursday. Maybe. Don't know why I went so high, but I did. And today, let's have a look. Thursday. We should be streaming on Thursday. So, join us then. Probably trying to finish up Pokemon Infinite Fusion. That could be fun. So, yes. Please join us on Thursday for that. I hope you guys all have a good day. Remember, please say thank you to our mods. Thank you to our members. And, of course, thank you to Zekron, our wonderful Dapper advisor. Appreciate your support, friend, as always. But with that, thank you, everyone, once again so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So, ta-ta for now.